life is the best life. I know being healthy is expensive nowadays and inflation and things of that nature, but I'm building towards becoming one of the biggest farmers ever. Like, I'm just gonna put it out there, one of the biggest farmers ever. I want to be able to supply food and groceries to the world in the best way I can and create small holistic wellness villages and where people can retire, people can give birth. Women could give birth safely. Families can, grow and build. And, I'm more into agriculture than I am to other things too. I'm trying to find farmers in Jersey, trying to find farmers in LA, trying to find farmers in Texas, trying to find a lot of agricultural specialists and experts so I can learn how to grow food. I'd rather know how to grow food than put a basketball in a hoop, and that's the only thing I know how to do. You know what I'm saying? I'd much rather learn how to tend to a garden and be fruitful off the land. And that's the real wealth. That's the real wealth there. So.
Farms in the United States that would put one person from one plantation against another. We even had a system where if you were a breeder, male on one plantation, a female on another plantation, or even on the same plantation, even if you were mother and son, they would mate you. And so I tell a lot of my patients and a lot of my friends, you got to stop using the MF word, because that was a description of what actually happened when the paper bag would go over the head to put one breeder against another one. We had breeding farms in the United States that would put one person from one plantation against another. We even had a system where if you were a breeder, male on one plantation, a female on another plantation, or even on the same plantation, even if you were mother and son, they would mate you. And so I tell a lot of my patients and a lot of my friends, you got to stop using the MF word, because that was a description of what actually happened when the paper bag would go over the head to put one breeder against another one. We had
just get over it. Like, slavery was a long time ago. All right. Why can't they just move on? Well, this is sort of precious coming from people who set off fireworks every July 4th. Because that's some old too, right? Like Independence Day, that didn't happen last week, right? We didn't break away from the British last Thursday. That's some old, but we're still celebrating that. So when it's stuff that makes us feel good, we love it. When it's stuff that makes us feel better than others, superior, like we're the greatest people in the greatest country ever struck off in the forehead of God Almighty, oh, we'll remember that forever. We just don't like the stuff that brings us up a little short, makes us look a little less than superior, maybe not quite as good as we'd like to believe. If you don't understand why the past affects the present, particularly around issues like enslavement, putting aside the inheritance of wealth and the lack thereof, part of which is certainly an explanation for why currently the median white wealth is 15 times the median African-American wealth and 11 to 12 times the median Latino wealth. Certainly that has something to do with history, who had access to resources and who didn't. But putting aside that, let's just understand something. The only reason Donald Trump is president right now is because of a little thing called the Electoral College, which was put in place by folks. See, we got this revisionist history that we've been spinning for the last couple of months about the Electoral College. Oh, it was put in there to prevent tyranny. For real, you think? Do you really think that? Because I don't think that. Right? That might have been one of the things that folks were concerned about, but it was also put in because folks like the folks in Virginia, in the bigger slaveholding states, right, didn't want direct democracy or anything even remotely like it, because it would have hurt them, because so much of their population was not enfranchised, right? So much of their population in some areas, 40% or over half of the people in some of those slaveholding states were what? Disenfranchised, counted as 3/5 of a human being, not considered people. And if you had anything remotely resembling direct democracy, those states would have been harmed by that. So in fact, the Electoral College was in part a compromise with slaveholding states, states who were dependent upon enslavement as a mechanism of economic development so as to improve their political position vis-a-vis non-slaveholding states. So if you don't understand how slavery, because this is the point, right? Even if you don't think racism was key to Donald Trump's own campaign, which, suggests to me that you might have been asleep for the last several months, even if you believe that, understand that racism in the 1700s, white supremacy embedded in the structure of the country at the founding of the country is most definitely implicated in his election, because without the obeisance to the Electoral College, without that compromise, we know he would not be president right now. So that is why we have to think about the past, and that is why the past affects the present. See,
Ali stated that the reason why black men are perceived the way they're perceived or treated the way they're treated is because black women are the only race of women who literally will sit and talk about black men. You don't hear the Chinese women talking about Chinese men and the shit they do wrong. You don't hear Hispanic women talking about Hispanic men. You don't hear Arab women talking about Arab men. And you definitely really ever see white women talking about white men. All these other races of women will literally do anything they can to protect their race of men, except for black women. And I just don't fucking understand why. Black women grew up hating their black fathers, and that's the fucking reason why they hate black men. I feel bad for you black women who are raising black sons, even black daughters, because y'all teaching them the wrong. Black women are our own enemy. Shahrazad Ali.
The minister says, what is he doing to kill us? Then look at what the minister named off. Did the minister say they got the AK-47s? I didn't hear that. I was waiting on it. I was waiting to hear what the minister said, the AKs. I was waiting to hear what the minister said, they got the bombs. I was waiting to hear what the minister said, he's sending all his MMA martial art folks out there to fight us physically. Now look at what the minister said. He said in Tuskegee, 1932, they took 100 black men and injected them with syphilis. He said in 1961, the cancer rate among the blacks was much less amongst the whites. He said in 1961, we got a letter from the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad who said, hey, when you take them children to school, don't take the polio shot, take the other ones, but not the polio shot. He said, we listened. We didn't know why, but we listened. He said in 1961, millions were injected with the polio vaccine, but the SV40, which was cancer itself, was in it. He said he read reports were in San Francisco where they released germs in the air and followed to see how the germs release affected the population. So the minister said they experimenting with germ warfare. They experimenting with mind altering drugs. Good God Almighty. We think martial arts. You got to get prepared, soldier. Yeah. Be prepared. Learn how to defend yourself. Learn how to do all that. It don't seem like that's how the enemy really, you see, got us. He ain't going to send millions of men out there. No, he going to come in your food. Uh-oh. Yeah, he going to come in that needle and that jab, catch you in ways you don't even know. The minister said, War of Dean, I believe, man, we training for martial arts, but got knocked out with a word that shook your faith up, and that's how the nation fell. We were prepared martial arts wise, physical wise, but we got hit with a word that made us say, damn, what? You weren't expecting that. You question your belief, and the nation fell, man. The minister says, what is he doing to kill us? Then look at what the minister named off. Did the minister say they got the AK-47s? I didn't hear that. I was waiting.
Don't get mad when you find out she's not completely yours.
How do you ensure that it's your woman?
Hey, that's her decision.
What you mean you can't? No, I agree with that. I feel like as a man, you know when a woman is really invested in
No,
you.
you don't.
Versus
No, you
right.
don't. And that's what men be scared of. Because once you get into that space where you think you know that, and then some bad shit happen, and it can catch you completely off guard, that shit can ruin your life.
But you don't
Men
feel
don't-
like
have you noticed men don't bounce back from hard
heartbreak,
breakup?
yeah.
Oh, they really don't.
If a man been like a real long-term relationship, he don't just leave that and go jump to some new shit and be happy.
Yeah.
Not unless he been unhappy for a real long time. But if he's happy at some point, and then she completely switched the program, that shit.
I do apologize ahead of time because I'm going to hit a nerve, but could you imagine being a provider, man, where you sit up here and work all these hours and you're with the woman and you're trying to give her the lifestyle that she says she wanted, and you're just working your best because you do love and you care for this woman, all for her to end up turning around and saying you was never home. I feel like we don't love each other anymore, and I want to go see other people, even though the only reason you was away from the home was to work, to pay for the lifestyle that she said she wanted. Could you also imagine having kids in the situation, and then as your kids start to get older, they feel like they don't know their father because their father is never at home because they're always working to provide this lifestyle where the kids never have to worry about money. Kids go to the mall, kids go to the movie, kids are going on vacation with their friends, and they never have to worry about $1. That you put them in one of the best schools you possibly could have, all for them to turn around and be like, you was never there for me. Could you also imagine losing the house that you was paying for since you was the provider man, and then you end up losing it in the divorce, and you're now paying alimony since you probably stayed home. The wife stayed home to take care of the kids, and now you got to live in a 1-bedroom apartment as your ex-wife is living in the house you paid for with her new man, and the kids still might be there, and now they live in like one big happy family for a structure that you built.
One thing that I read in the comments on this video that people didn't like, they didn't like the fact that she was like, I feel like a man knows, and that's definitely not the case. You never know a woman, because a lot of times a woman will act in her best interest. And a lot of times the best interest is her feelings, even if it is to her detriment sometimes, right? In a relationship, it's still her feelings. And she feel like her feelings is in the best interest no matter what's going on. So women will do things, switch up out the blue. And he's right. That's what a lot of men are afraid of. That's why a lot of men aren't getting in relationships anymore, because of this.
But don't get mad when you find out she's
Having 80% of what you need is enough in a relationship.
And we had to start doing math. Hold on.
Let's frame it this way. We're speaking to, you know how some people will leave a relationship or be tipped into to chase that 20% of what they're not getting from their partner.
Oh, okay, good. Do I have permission to come from a different standpoint? I don't know if you're a believer, but I'm a believer. And I fully understand that God gives us somebody who is not going to meet every single condition that we have. He gives us a person who is not going to meet every need that we have. And it teaches us how to love unconditionally. It also teaches us to work and be more patient and be more understanding, but it also teaches us how to die to ourselves as well, die to our unforgiveness, die to our pride. So it's important for you to be rooted in Christ, for one, because that's where you're going to get everything from. You're going to get that unconditional love, and you're going to get Christ who can meet every single one of your conditions. But if you start leaning and looking over the fence for that 20%, it's going to hurt you later on in the long run, because you had somebody who God put in your life for a reason to teach you something, and you wanted to run away from the lesson. But that's a biblical standpoint.
How funny is it to be complaining to your partner about the 20% they're not giving you, and you only giving them 50? You only giving them 40. How egotistical do you have to believe that you are 100% satisfying them as well?
Come on.
We both are humans. We both have flaws. We both fall short. And that's the point of that commitment. It is loving the wholeness of a person.
And I think if we look at it from a mathematical perspective, right, if the 100% is supposed to be perfection, can I not take a lack of 20% if I know that I can't give perfection, nor can I expect perfection from my person? That's one thing. I think another thing is where people mess up at is where they distribute the 20 and the 80. If you don't know yourself, you don't know your values, you don't know what's important to you, you don't know what your non-negotiables are, you mess around and put something that needed to be in your 80 and your 20. And then that's what'll draw you away. That's what'll make you feel like I'm missing something that's extremely important. Because if you had done some of the work, the evaluating beforehand, you would have understood what all really needs to be in that 80. In your compromisables, that's what's supposed to be in your 20s. The things that you can really go without, the things that might get on your nerves, the things also that you can change. I spoke on that earlier. Clothes, superficial things. hair, all of that stuff changes. But when we talk about what's supposed to be in that 80, that character is supposed to be in that 80. You know, that humor, that likability that we spoke about in the earlier podcast, that's what's supposed to be in that 80. And if you make sure that your 80-20 is distributed properly before you step foot into that commitment, you're going to be just fine.
Men, a lot of y'all gonna end up single and alone at the end of your life too. I know y'all out here saying that it's hard for women to get married. It's hard for some of y'all to get married too, because the women that God has for you, you overlooking them. You keep shooting your shot at women that don't even want you because you ain't got everything you supposed to have together. I'm gonna say it because y'all don't really understand. Y'all try to say women gonna end up lonely. A lot of you men are gonna die single and alone because you will not let God work on your heart. You won't level up. The type of women you want, you don't even have the emotional intelligence to deal with them, the relational intelligence. You don't have the integrity. You don't have the leadership, and you shooting for that woman. But y'all won't talk about the ones that you shot for and they let you down and they told you no thank you. Y'all not ready to talk about the women that told you no thank you because you wasn't on her level. It's a woman that you shot for, sir, and when she denied you and shot you down, now you mad at all the other women and trying to dog them and give them self-esteem issues. Oh, I see y'all out there on the internet streets dogging women. This why y'all don't never get married. Y'all gonna be single forever. Sir, so are you. Sir, so are you. With that stubborn, prideful mentality, thinking that you are better than every woman out here and that you are the prize. Sir, you gonna be alone and single too in your elderly years. So stop going after women talking about all y'all single women. Some of you men are single because you can't get the woman you want neither. Men.
And I'm telling you now, from the bottom of my heart, if you leave this damn field, son, within 3 years, I'm gonna have to come see you. Either in the grave or in fucking jail. Because that's where you're headed. Because you don't want no fucking discipline. I'm telling you now, son, if you walk out from this field in 3 years, I'm gonna see you somewhere else. And I don't want to do it. I told you that before. And I'm telling you again, it's your choice. Or you can stick this shit out and be a man about what you do, or you can be a fucking coward and put this shit on and leave. And I understand you ain't never been a part of a team. But nigga, I'm rooting for you. Look at me, man. I'm rooting for you. Nigga, I pray for you every night. Out of all these kids, I pray for you. Because I don't want to see you out there, boy. You got so much in you. So much. You don't even recognize it. Can't lose, you can. I can't. I fight for you all the time. When you wasn't here, I prayed for you, dude. And I mean that from the bottom of my motherfucking heart. If you ain't never thought a man loved you, nigga, I love you. And I ain't just talking about for this goddamn football team either. That's the last thing I think about. Nigga, I'm gonna follow you all the way through high school. I'm gonna make sure you get the way you get. But you can't quit on me, nigga. You can't quit on me. And I'm telling you now.
That's why you look like you look. But every one of us that follow what Elijah Muhammad said, Master Farad Muhammad taught us how to eat. Our faces shine. You see the light of God on our countenance. Ain't no prophet taught you what foods to eat. That's why you look like you look. But every one of us that follow what Elijah Muhammad said, Master Farad Muhammad taught us how to eat. Our faces shine. You see the light of God on our countenance.
Brother Mario. Alaikum salam, sir. Yes, sir. I had a question for you, brother. Sure, brother. Yes, sir. What was the word for the day, black man?
The word for the day, brother. Brother Ishmael gave a great lecture. I think one thing that stood out to me, brother, to all of the youth and even those of us who find ourselves old in age, don't wait too long to find out what your purpose is.
Yes, sir.
He said that the importance of a mosque, the synagogue, and the church is not for us to go and get entertained. If you look at the condition of our people, the condition of our fatherhood and motherhood, we have no time. We have to go and get our people and clean ourselves up. So I would say take the time to find your mission in life.
Assalamu alaikum, Brother Mario.
Hey, welcome back to Visions Now, Supper Club. All views expressed for their educational and journalistic purposes, they're not the views of the management, advertisers, and staff of 92.1 FM. However, Visions does desire to bring a quality entertainment program which intellectually stimulates and culturally fulfills our community's needs to develop leadership and informed decision-making for our collective future. Welcome to the village. Often imitated, but never duplicated. I'm Dr. Jaylene Hood, your host and executive producer. Welcome.
You know, Visions Now, the Supper Club, and like to welcome you all and make, as always, share. And we hope that you enjoyed our pre-show. Just looking at some of the issues and some of the views about the challenges that we have in our community today. I'm Dr. Jaylene Hood, your host and executive producer. And of course, doing this Visions Now, different platforms, we've been doing this about 30 years now. And we hope that we've touched some lives out there because, and I know we have, and we're going to continue to try to be the best version of ourselves that we can. Now, we also understand that this is a particular season that we're in now, and this is the time that we got to know what needs to be done at this time. I mean, we are not going to save ourselves by watching TV. I don't care how good you are on computers and the AI. It's not going to save us. At the end of the day, this is a psychological warfare, and we have to make sure that we do all we can to assure that we don't become victims, and certainly our loved ones do not become victims. The other thing about it is that you know what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said many years ago. Of course, when I got started as an FY before he died, I was blessed to not just know of him through the Minister Louis Farrakhan, who I knew personally over the years and traveled with him, but I knew the Honorable Elijah Muhammad as well, and Imam Warf D. Muhammad as well. And they always said is that the thing about it is that we are people who pay for what we want and beg for what we need. So we pay for what we want, but we beg for what we need. And tonight we have on our show some guests from the Muhammad Mosque number 96 here in Columbus, Georgia. And they're sisters who are part of the MGT. They have an event coming up to acquire some support and funds so that we can continue to do the program. Because when you're a nation, you don't get grants. You don't get federal funds per se. We have to contribute to our own well-being. And so they have an event that they hope to begin to allow the community to share in, because at the end of the day, the Nation of Islam don't just exist for the membership. The Nation of Islam exists for all our people, and actually exists for the entire world if they really understood. So we're going to bring on our guest tonight. We have two sisters from Muhammad Amas, number 96. I see Sister Machada. Is it Machada? Machada. I think it's Machada. Hopefully I can get her on and she's going to correct me. And of course, Sister, I started to say Assistant Minister Amira Muhammad. She'll straighten me out on that too if she's assistant minister or not. Let's see here. So again, we want to try to bring them on out to waiting room if we can. Okay, we got Sister Amira. What about Sister Machada? Did we lose her? Tell her to come on back, and we'll once she come on back, we'll get her on. So, assalamu alaikum, sister. How you doing?
Wa alaikum salam. How are you?
All praise is due to the Most High God.
Praises Allah.
I'm glad to be here with you today.
Yes, sir. And a Sister Marshada, and she said that she's backstage.
Okay, she back now.
She said
okay. That's it. She's not backstage no more.
Okay.
Right. Because we have to. The devil be busy sometimes with this technology. So we just have to we won't take it personally. See that we lost her again. See, we keep on. We go. That's all right. We gonna be persistent to get her back as well, and so that she can join in our discussion. But I know that you have an event coming up. Okay. She's in the studio again.
Okay, praise.
Sister Machada, right? Did I get it right that time? Okay, I got to get your voice. Can we get her? Can we unmute her? Okay. Okay, say something, sister. They got you muted there. Okay, hello. Right there, it is right there. Can you?
It says the mic isn't connected.
Oh, it says your mic isn't connected, Sister Machada. I can't unmute you. Guess that mic isn't connected. I'm not sure what that means. Is there another instrument you can use? I'm not sure. It says can't unmute you because your mic isn't connected. So I don't know. Is there anything with your phone that might give that signal that it's not connected? I see your picture, but can you check your mic situation to see if it's there? So we're gonna stay with you. If push come to shove, then you might have just call us on. You leave your face there, and you might have to call us on the telephone or something. Okay, and if that's the case, then you can call us on 706-221-4830, and then maybe we'll try to see if we can get your voice that way because we want to hear you. Sister Mira.
Yes, sir.
Okay, of course, I've been knowing you a very, 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 very long time. I think ever since you got to town, probably. When did you get to town? When did you get to Columbus?
That was 2003.
So. Yeah. So I've been knowing you ever since you got to town. You and brother, and I know you've been a soldier. Of course, I know you was a soldier before you got here. And you've been a soldier ever since you've been here, and I'm just very, very proud of the growth that I've seen in you, and of course the babies were the babies then, and you almost about to be empty nest here now, huh?
Almost.
Almost. That's right. Sister Machada, can you unmute her now?
So Dr. Hood, no, I'm not the assistant minister here.
Okay. I know you weren't the assistant minister, but I do know that you do get to the roster every once in a while.
Yes.
So I know I kind of took a little liberty there, but my point is that you are a voice, certainly in the mosque. And before and of course, you do have an event coming up. Let's talk a little bit about the event that you have coming up and why you're doing it.
Okay, yes, sir. So we're having a women's conference, and one of the main goals is to collaborate with our sisters in the community across religious denominations. It doesn't matter what religion you are. It doesn't even matter if you don't have a religion. The topic of the conference is called Purpose Beyond the Pain. So we want to establish and deal with, issues that we may not be conquering or getting over in our life. We will have an auditor there. There's one of the panelists. We're going to have a fashion show. And for those of you who don't know what an auditor is, that's someone that helps you to deal with some of these impediments. You and I deal with some of these impediments that we may have that could be, holding us back. And then we have a fashion show. We're going to have some delicious, exquisite cuisine and, some songs and things of that nature. But we really want the sisters to be able to get together and collaborate with one another. And I really want Sister Mashada on because I'm telling you.
Yeah, and we're trying to get her on as well.
That sister she took the ball and ran with it.
Of course, that's Sister Mashada. I know that she's a runner with the ball.
And very much creative, and so I'm just very thankful.
Well, tell her to give me a call. 706-221-4830, and like I said, we'll try to get her online.
Yes.
And we can't see her this time, and I don't know if there's another phone that she can get to, or a computer or something she can get to or not, but so that we can certainly can hear her. But while we're waiting on her, why don't you tell us a little bit about the MGT? And also, I want you to talk a little bit about what was your transformation as to what was it about your experience that led you to join the Nation of Islam, and of course to become quite engaged, and of course obviously it wasn't a fly by night situation, because like I tell people, I came in 1970. And I'm still here, and so you came in, whatever and you still. So therefore, this is our life. This is not a moment. This is not just an activity, but this is a lifestyle. And of course, and I can tell. I don't know anything else but that. So why don't you talk a little bit about your journey from just being okay. And I'm gonna get her on here.
Okay, good.
Okay.
And
go right ahead.
Dr. Hood, while you doing that, I did want to mention, because I know we only have a few minutes, that it is Saturday, September the 6th.
Okay.
And it is going to be at the Homewood Suites in Columbus, Georgia, on Whittlesey Boulevard. It starts at 2 p.m. The doors open at 1. So I wanted to, and so the in-person tickets are $20. You can also see us on Eventbrite, and the Eventbrite tickets, the tickets actually, the Eventbrite is $10, but it's going to raise it to $12.76 because it's through Eventbrite. So those are your virtual tickets. So it's going to be virtual as well.
Oh, okay. You should have said that, but sure.
And in person, yes, sir.
And also have someone to put in our chat all of that information as well. Okay.
Okay. Yes, sir. I think Sister Mashada is gonna do it when she comes up. She's gonna inshallah God want to put that information in for us.
Okay. And I think I have for Sister Machada.
Yes, sir. This is Sister Marshada. I do apologize. Assalamu alaikum. I'm having some issues. I don't know why it's not allowing me to join with the mic.
Right. But we have you now, and of course, we did get a chance to see your smiling face. So why don't you tell us a little bit about kind of how this event evolved and your part in it, and then we're going to talk a little bit about, so that people know a little bit about the MGT and have a broader understanding about the role that MGT plays in trying to resurrect our communities and improve the lives of our families.
Oh, yes, sir. Is there an echo?
It is. I'm not sure exactly how to end the echo unless we can unmute you. Okay. So we see your face, but now I guess what should we do to stop the echo? Okay, what is on my? Could I have on my phone here? And so I just want to.
Is it still echoing?
Let's see here. Let me see what I can do. Okay, is it still echoing now?
It's not.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Sorry about that.
No, go right ahead.
But yes, sir. What was your question, Dr. Hood?
Sister Amira mentioned that you were kind of the catalyst for picking up this ball and running with it. So tell us a little bit about why you were so inspired to bring this event to Columbus.
Oh, yes, sir. So the Women's Conference is basically Sister Amira's idea. They've been doing the Women's Conference. However, I was inspired to do the theme, Purpose Beyond the Pain. The inspiration behind the theme is to demonstrate to women, Black women in particular, that with every trial or level of difficulty, God still has a purpose for us to fulfill. In fact, those trials may be a contributing factor for us finding our purpose. So that was the inspiration for that. We know that things happen and nothing happens without the permission of Allah. So the platform is to allow sisters an opportunity to share the stories of how they were able to still fulfill their purpose through all the pain they've experienced throughout life, and to inspire other sisters not to give up on finding their purpose and to keep pushing through. So as a Black woman, we have so much on us, on our shoulders. And so sometimes we get distracted with the trials that may come our way, or things that may present to us with children, husbands, and then all of the other trials. If you work, you have those trials as well. So it's Purpose Beyond the Pain is the theme. And it's to inspire women to keep pushing forward. And sometimes those trials are for a reason, and it builds character. So don't give up.
Right.
And that's what it's about. Yes, sir.
Okay. Of course, in my world, we always say is that we call them challenges. All challenges in life are lessons. And it's like anything else, is that once you get the lessons, then you blossom. If you don't get the lessons, then of course you stagnate. So therefore, we say we look for the lesson in whatever the challenges happen to be. There are some lessons there that we are to learn that are going to make us better. Because sometimes they just say no pain, no gain. If you want to lose weight, then of course there's going to be some pain. I mean, it might not be physical pain, but it might be some emotional pain. If you want to do anything, go to school and improve yourself, there's going to be some pain. Stand up at night and sleep this nice and things of that sort. However, if you're able to make it through that, then of course then you become elevated in your knowledge. So therefore, that there's no doubt about it. Now, I was saying, and give us again the date, and again, walk us through a little bit, Sister Machado. What someone is going to be online, or they're going to be there in person? What does that look like? Walk us through the day a little bit as you envision it.
Okay, so yes, sir. It's going to be at the hotel off of Whittlesey, Homewood Suites, and it's going to be September the 6th. So there is a virtual option for women who are not planning to be in the area or who are not able to travel. There is a virtual option, and we do have a flyer that's in circulation that has the Eventbrite QR code where they can scan it and purchase a virtual ticket. So there will be a Zoom link that will be shared so that sisters who are not able to attend in person, they would be able to attend virtually. There will be a fashion show like Sister Amira mentioned, as well as food. There will be food set up for the people who are in person, and the event venue is beautiful. So it's a whole vibe. I'm very excited. We have a strong group of panelists who are going to share their experience and inspire women on their journey. So we are very excited about this conference.
Okay, so now the panelists, are they local or are they coming from other places? Who are some of the people?
They are coming from all over. So we do have a couple of locals. So Sister Seisha, our captain at Mosque number 96, she will be one of the panelists. We have Sister Keisha Davis. She is the owner of Eat to Live food truck and cafe. She also owns the Hetep Retreat Luxury Day Spa here in Columbus. So she will also be one of the panelists. And then we have a couple of panelists from out of town. My sister, Shanice, my real biological sister, she will be one of the panelists. She will be traveling from Albany, Georgia, and she is a branch manager at Artesian Federal Credit Union in Albany, so she will be traveling. We have a sister out of New Jersey, powerful sister Angela Muhammad. She is an author and a therapist. She will be on the Zoom link, as well as my sister-in-law, Jamila Ewing. She is an author, and she also owns her own salon. She's has several businesses, and she will be joining us via Zoom. She's out of Ohio. So she's out of Columbus, Ohio, so she will be on Zoom. So we have a strong panel, and the main address will be delivered by Sister Amira. So she will be delivering the keynote address, and so we are excited about that as well because she is powerful.
Yes,
so
she is.
You've heard Sister Amira speak. You already know how it's going to be. So
Right.
Yes, sir.
I just hope she don't start crying. She's very passionate, she gets very passionate. Yes, right, no doubt. So the people that'll be on Zoom, will they be able to participate in the discussion or ask questions and things of that sort as well?
Absolutely. We will have interaction on Zoom so that if they have any questions or they're wanting to engage, they would be able to do so as well. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let me ask you this question: what if there's some ladies out there, or some young ladies out there, and that want to find out more about the MGT and about the Nation of Islam and because a lot of times people have myths about when you're trying to restore and rebuild civilization, many times people don't know how to look at that. So therefore, when people are doing operating in their natural paths and natural roles in building a civilization society, sometimes people from the outside who have a toxic understanding about things, they look at it as if some kind of way somebody is better than somebody else, or somebody is holding somebody down. Sisters are made to wear garb in a certain kind of way, and there's a lot of misconceptions. So if people want to learn more, how would they participate in becoming in a class of what we call Muslim girl training and civilization?
Oh, yes, sir. So we have processing class on Saturdays. They are able to come in. We are located at 1131 Brown Avenue here in Columbus. And we have several classes. So we have class on Wednesdays. We have self-improvement class on Fridays. And then Saturday is our MGT class. And if they are interested in learning more, they are able to attend the processing class on Saturday morning at 9:00 a.m. And then on Sunday, we have our Sunday lecture at 11 a.m. So yes, they have plenty of opportunity to come in and see how we do things in the nation. Yes, sir.
Okay, so I mean, so if they say, well, I don't know if I want to join or anything or not, but I would like to learn and find out, so I will be able to make my own, decisions about who the Muslims are and who the Muslim women are. Can they participate and learn, just to find out, or do they have to join in order to get this knowledge? What's that process like?
Oh, no, sir. No one has to join. That was me. Before I came in,
That's right.
I had my questions and things like that. So my sister will tell you, she was right there with me. And so I had my questions. It took me a while. I had to come back a few times before I decided that this was where I wanted to be. So no, sir, there is no compulsion in Islam.
That's right.
You are welcome. We will accept you as a sister. The lungs don't do what the kidneys do. So
That's right.
Unity is about just working together, regardless of what your religion is or what your beliefs are.
Right.
We all have a common denominator, and that's what we're striving to just bring that unity.
Right. And of course, if someone would be interested in inviting you out to events and to share, of course, I'm sure that they will be more than happy to, that you'll be more than happy to accommodate them as best you can in that respect, right?
Absolutely. Yes, sir. We are all about sisterhood. We are very accommodating, very loving, and we welcome all sisters just to come in and experience this love. We welcome everyone. So,
Are there any particular topics, Sister Miro, you Sister Mashada, you can go. Are there any particular subjects and topics that you cover, particularly either in the event coming up or either during the classes? Are there any particular topics that are kind of standard topics and subjects that you cover during these classes?
Well, as far as the classes,
we cover different topics, from how to take care of our homes, how to rear our children, how to care for our husbands, how to act at home and abroad, things that people would think is kind of common sense stuff. But
we wish it was. I wouldn't have so many domestic violence classes if it wasn't common sense.
We delve into the science of everything. And of course, our classes are led by the minister himself. So you already know these classes are from God. And yes, so.
And Sister Mary, I think Sister Mary, you had something you want to add?
Sister Marshada, she said most of it. The classes, we have the Friday night study group. Did she mention that? The Friday night study group?
She did.
Self-improvement, the basis for community development. So with the self-improvement, we know that, or we're learning that the improving our community starts with improvement of self.
Right.
Then as we're taught, improving ourselves, and then a strong family makes a strong community, and then a strong community makes a strong nation. So we have those on Friday night. What they can expect from the conference, we want them just to come on out and see and what they can receive, give, all of the above. So
right. Well, let me ask you a question for either one of you can speak to it. Of course, as you know or may not know, that we mean that many of those of us who've been a part of the mosque as well as the Million More movement, that we do mentoring programs and things of that sort. And we've been, of course, looking in particular at the young guys, the young males, and trying to get them, to begin to understand their purpose and how to be assets in our community. And I just wondered, are there any plans for the sisters to, because there are a lot of these days, there are a lot of very disturbed young ladies out here. They're doing some very difficult things, and some on probation, some are in the jails. I mean, like, is there any chance that you all will begin to, are you participating in with any of those who might be previously incarcerated or on probation? I know we're going to be working, in my work, I go into the prisons and things of that sort, and we're going to start a reentry program. And I know that that's not just guys, there's also the ladies as well. And so I'm just saying, in terms of outreach, how much right now could be expected from you all to work with, particularly even going to the schools and with those young people that are on probation, in juvenile, things of that sort. The young ladies who are having some struggles with the foster children, even with foster children, things of that sort. Are there any places in your plans to perhaps try to reach out to for some mentoring with those types of young ladies?
I'll let Sister Amira answer that question.
Okay, Sister Amira. Sister Amira. Again, Sister Amira. I don't know if she is. Are you still there, Sister Amira?
You don't hear. You don't hear.
I don't hear. Sister Amira, you still there? She might be frozen. You might need to go and answer that, Sister Machado.
Okay, so yes, so
okay.
We do.
Are you ready, Sister Amira? Are you back?
Oh yes, I don't know what happened.
Okay. Okay.
Sister Machado was speaking.
What? No, what we was asked. Did you hear the question I raised?
I heard the question, but I know it's I didn't hear the end of it. It cut off.
Well, right. I was just saying, Sister Machado's. Come on, Sister Machado. Is it Machado? Machado. Sister Machado was saying she would like for you to answer that question.
Okay, what was the question?
The question was basically outreach with young ladies that are juvenile, ex-offenders, in jail, young ladies that's in jail, things of that sort. Are you all have any outreach efforts to reach the young ladies that might be suspended from school, those that are on probation with the juvenile, those that might be coming out of imprisonment? Is there any programmatic plans in the future to work with young ladies like that that might be headed along the wrong track?
Okay, so we at this point we do have community outreaches once a month where we do things like maybe give out food and things of that nature. Some of those things that you just mentioned, there could be some things that we could do forthcoming or in the future. The harvest is ripe, but the laborers are few.
Yes, that part.
Those of you who are out there, come on, dust yourself off and come on and let's get into work and let's help our people. So we want to anything that is positive in the community, definitely we can put that on the platform, on the program to begin to implement and study to move out on. So those are some things that you can be put on the table that we can do more. We need some help.
Right. No doubt, because I know I run into a lot of mothers who trying to raise young children. Of course, for the young boys, of course, we got them. But many times for the young girls that the mother has to struggle with, I didn't know, are you all available to get referrals, so to speak, to just someone that they can talk to and perhaps get some guidance on perhaps how to reach or involve the daughters in some positive activities and things like that. So so how would they reach you if some mothers out there say, look, I have my daughters and I would like to see if they can help me keep her on the right track. Okay, how would they reach out to you?
Definitely. We have plenty of times we have people that actually come to the mosque just to talk to us. They come to the mosque just to get counseling. They'll come to the mosque and sit with the sisters just to, feed off of the sisters and the wisdom that God has given us through these teachings. So, we do have that. We have some that just come out just, to be amongst us and just to basically get on the path of healing.
So is there email address? Is there like a telephone number they can call if they want to reach out to you to get further information or to
Well, right now I would say to reach us, come to 1131 Brown Avenue. It's right across from the fire station, 31906 at 11 o'clock on Sundays.
Is there a telephone number at the mosque?
I will have to.
Okay. Well, again, when we get that information, that's fine.
Hold on,
that's fine.
one second. Let me try to get that number for you.
Okay.
Let me get that number.
Okay. And Sister Mashada, come moving forward after this particular event here. Are there some other things we might like to, we should look forward to that you have in the back of your mind?
Oh, yes, sir. So we are planning some more outreach projects coming up. You will be the first to know, Dr. Hood, because I like this platform. So we may be coming back to see you more often.
Well, I say you have an open invitation. That's the point I'm saying. Sometimes people become mysterious when they don't just hear people just having a conversation and express themselves about different things. So I'm just saying that and many times you can call in. We don't necessarily ask nobody their name. I mean, just you want to be anonymous or whatever. I mean, but just to express your ideas about or to raise a question for discussion. That's really what it's all about here. That's what this what this platform is here for.
Yes, I feel like I'm at home.
That's
we
right.
Need to do this more often.
That's right. There's a platform for that.
Because we will definitely let you know with any future events that we have going on. We are still planning. We're trying to get past this one right now, but we will be planning some more in the near future.
Okay, and we are looking for we do have a mentoring program. I'm just sharing it with you all that we're in partnership with the New Era Coalition, Project Rebound, and the Bridge Program and Goodwill. And there will be some young ladies involved and some mothers involved with their children. So I would encourage if any of the members of the MGT would like to become mentors in the program. There's a little, enrollment situation and training and things of that sort. But I think it would be a good outreach to kind of meet people as mentors, for some young ladies that might come to our attention as well. So I just want to extend that invitation. And of course, we will be, like in our case, we'll be going into the YDC. We'll be working with the young people on probation as well. And basically our mentoring will be helping them stay out of trouble, do well in school, but also go on career tracks. In other words, through Goodwill, we're going to help them get jobs. We're going to help them get on track for learning some trades and things of that sort. And I'm saying that you all can participate as well, just as as a part of an initiative. One or two of you might say, well, look, I think I'd like to maybe get involved as a mentor to reach out to the community in that way. So if so, let us know. We'll be more than happy to accommodate you. Now, let me also say that what are some of the things that are for sale? I know there's some good bean pies and bean soup and books, of course, and things of that sort. Other areas. Sometimes there are fish sales and things of that sort. But are there other things that maybe people? Of course, what if they want to get a final call? I mean, can once we get that number, I guess, can they call and say, well, I'd like to look at your paper and see what it's all about. Can you accommodate that type of thing, Sister Mashada?
Oh, yes, sir. So we are always, of course, the brothers are always out with the final call. We have a few sisters that have final calls too. So
that's right. I know.
Yes, sir. They can contact any one of us.
I know Sister Shahida was. When I met her, when I first met her, she was. I mean, well, before I've met her before, but I know she used to be very good when she was moving around a lot. Making sure that she moved in and out of the various beauty salons and things of that sort. That she made sure that she carried some final calls and things of that sort. To connect with the ladies. So I just want to encourage you all. That certainly, the brothers are out there doing the thing, but we just want them to know that the sisters, they know their way around as well, and they want to meet people where they are also. That it not a closed situation, because sometimes people think, well, it's like they don't like to talk to nobody. They don't want, they just want to stay to themselves. But it's not that case. It's just that life is happening, right, Sister Mira? Life be happening. You raising children. You got a job. You have a family to take care of. And so therefore, but you need more help. And so therefore, then that will free up everybody to kind of do some additional things, right?
Well, yes, sir. I will say this. That we often are.
Yeah, if everyone does a little, no one has to do a lot. It's my motto.
That's right.
So definitely, they can reach out to us for final calls. We have bean pies for sale. A lot of sisters, they bake the pies, and then Brother Mikhail, he bakes his, so he's a chef too.
Right, and cake. Sometimes has some cake sometime as well. Right.
Yes, the sisters have cake as well. Sister Joyce, she has her red velvet cakes for sale on some Sundays. My daughter, she bakes as well. She does brownies. So you just come on a Sunday, and you never know what you'll leave with.
That's right. That's right. And Sister,
I wanted to say that we also, wherever we go, we're reflectors. We are reflectors, and we should be reflectors of what we're learning.
Right.
So when I'm out there, and as many people that I come across in my day-to-day, yes, I work, but they know me as Mrs. Muhammad. So as Mrs. Muhammad, I have to strive to be an example of that which I'm learning.
That's right.
The work is not just that, confined to. It's not just confined to particular things that we do, or say this activity. The work is also in our day-to-day activity.
Right.
The way we live, our interactions, that becomes a part of the work, and that's a major part of the work.
Right. It just, and then we just want to break some myths, because a lot of people, those who know you, but the many times people don't necessarily, even if they don't know necessarily how to approach you, or what should they approach you. I know these are things that people have raised questions to me about, and so therefore they were saying in situations that they weren't sure whether or not, when they see sisters together, they're not sure whether or not they should come over to the group of sisters that are there, or just, I know that they're just not, they don't want to, they don't want to offend it. They're just not sure. So I'm just saying to you all that I'm glad that you're here, and that I'm giving you feedback about also that people do want to know you better and to connect with you. And so whatever ways that you can provide for that, make sure we know, so that those ladies that are looking for some guidance and some support, that certainly you are a community resource as well.
Yes, sir. And I also have the MOS, and thank you for that. I also have the MOS phone number. It's 706-641-2136. And before we leave, I don't know when that is. If Sister Mashada, are you able to share the flyers and the Eventbrite?
Sister Mashada?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
I should say, can you share the Eventbrite information, and certainly if you can, and you can give the information again about the event, and also put it in our chat. I don't know if you on my Facebook page, or you on the YouTube channel or whatever, but feel free to put that information in there so that others can obtain it. But you can give it out as well.
Okay, I'll send it to you, Dr. Hood, to your inbox, if that's okay.
Okay. Or you just put it in the chat if you like. Then feel free to.
Okay, yes, sir.
Okay. All right then. So we had an extended version with you because I thought it was important that they had a chance to talk with the sisters, and so that people get a chance to kind of shake off some of the discomfort and knowing how to reach out, that you are approachable. You are, I mean, you laugh and have a good time as well as anybody else. I mean, you don't consider yourself as being perfect. You're just trying to be as perfect as you can be, and just like everybody else, you're trying to be the best version of yourself. And you do, but you all are dedicated as a group of ladies who are trying to do better, and so that we can save our people from some of the fallacies that we find in the world and in our community today. And again, another thing is this: there are a lot of mothers who are grieving over the loss of their children because of a lot of these situations. And so I'm also throwing out to you some thoughts that they need somewhere that they can a safe space they can kind of grieve over the loss of their children through incarceration, or either some of them are losing their children literally because of community violence. And so we want them to know that you all are certainly available to be supportive of assisting them during those times, to be a listening ear, or certainly someone that can provide some support in that respect. And so you are in the last words that you and Sister Mashada like to share.
Yes, sir. I would like to say that the minister has done speeches on everything from A to Z, how to handle death, all of those things, the death of a loved one, all of those things. You can find these lectures on finalcallstore.com. Also, there is a Final Call radio that they can pull up and listen to, that they can get daily inspiration to help them out with different problems. So from everything from economics, from relationships, from how to deal with, death, from trying to acquire your goals, visioning your goals, seeing it, and then moving after it, after you visualize it. So he's done, lectures from A to Z. So
let me say this: that we are quite frequent and with a lot of the clips. But I guess what I'm really aiming at, Sister Amira, is that locally, people, that people want to hear it from, somebody that they're in front of, somebody they can talk and sit with. So we do a lot of, we provide a lot of information, on the minister and Nuri and Brother Ben, all of that. We get that, but we're just trying to bring it a little bit closer to home for people who might be listening, that there is a place and a space that they can get this, they can translate some of this also, and they can see it in person through you and Sister Mashada and things of that sort. So that's really the point that we're making. That we want them to know that part.
So our local representative of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan in this city is Brother Mikhail Muhammad, and so they can come Sunday at 11 o'clock, 1131 Brown Avenue.
Right. And because Brother Mikhail, he comes on the show, infrequently, but he comes on kind of regular as well. So we're familiar with, but we're just glad to have some sisters here as well, so that they can hear the message through sisters as well as through brothers.
Yes, sir.
And Sister Mashada, you had some last words there for us?
No, sir. Sister Amira answered it very well.
Okay. All right, then. So again, I'd like to thank you for being here today. Hopefully that the event will be very, very happy and joyous occasion, and very successful in whatever your criteria is. And we just like to leave an open invitation for you to certainly if you have some reels or something that you think particularly poignant for you want to share with us, then make sure you get in touch with me, and we'd be more than happy to play those reels as well. And again, but I would just like to hear the voices of the ladies that maybe you might come across, because they hear the voices of the brothers. I mean, everybody hears that. They know there's no doubt about it. But we want to hear more voices of the ladies espousing the sentiments of what nation building is all about. Okay? So with that, again, thank you, ladies. We'd like to say assalamu alaikum, rahmatullah, barakatuh, and may Allah continue to bless you in evolving the work that you have embraced.
May bless you as well. Bless you as well.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Okay, so again, we'd like to thank the ladies of the Muhammad Mosque number 96 for being with us tonight and sharing the event that's coming up. And again, we hope to have it in our chat. If not, then we'll be more than happy to send it out to you. You can call that number and get further information. But hopefully, there's a link. We'll be able to send that link out and make sure that you're able to get Sasha. Okay, telephone number. Thank you. 706-341-1883. Thank you very, very much. 706-341-1883. And Sister Sasha, if you could also share that link, or if they want to go virtual, because I know there's some people from out of town that I want to share it with. So therefore, I'd like to be able to send that link to them. So if you could also put that, in my in the link as well, so that we can get that link to them, or maybe again they can call this number here, 706-341-1883. And get further information about the upcoming event on September the 6th, was it? And that's that next Saturday. Would it be? Labor Day is coming up. The 1st is Monday, right?
Right. So
okay, so that would be next Saturday, I guess. Right. So again, we'll get a chance to chat a bit next Thursday, and we'll get a chance to update them a little bit on it as well. Okay. So of course. We have a few minutes here, so Nathan, and of course, I can't see you. Why don't you come on over here, and so I can see you, and they can see your face as well. And so, what has your week been like this week? I know you are working with the young guys there, and your capacity as a big, I guess, as a mentor, and so of course, you observe the world. Of course, you live in your life. So, what's been at the top of your cortex this week? Anything in particular that's been kind of capturing your attention?
Absolutely. I mean, I've been doing a lot of self-studying. I've been doing a lot of self-studying a lot. So, with the things I've been learning and also observing in my work with the youth, I think it's, what I've been thinking about is getting the youth back in contact with their history. And that's on all scales. That's not just ancient history. That's, where, we must meet the youth where they are. You must meet the youth where they are. So that will involve, I'll tell the kids to, ask their parents about stories of their families.
Right.
And just get them in contact with their history so they can learn through their direct lineage of their past.
Right. I did the same thing in the prison today. I think Junior's online now. Junior, how you doing? Assalamu alaikum.
Hey, wa alaikum salam.
And so I know that, and I was telling the guys the same thing, but I was telling, if you don't know who your grandmama is or your great grandmama is, talk to somebody else's grandmama.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I talk to anybody that is in that category. I mean, they can tell you what life was like during that generation. You know what I'm saying? So even if they don't, if their family kind of broken down, reach out. You know what I'm saying? And then because I know those are my. I'm a boomer. I'm a boomer. So therefore, I knew my grandmother, and of course, she talked a lot about her mother. So I learned her mother who's my great grandmother, through my grandmother. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, and she learned her great grandmother through her mama. So therefore, really, I get on back there through my grandmother because of that link like that. See, because she knew her grandmother, who's my great great grandmother. So they, in other words, they can learn through whoever the oldest person is that they know, and that oldest person can let them know about who's the oldest person they knew and what they learned from them. Exactly. About having those kind of discussions.
And that's how you get the knowledge.
Exactly. That's how we get it. So, Junior, you have any thoughts tonight about the show, about anything that comes to mind that people need to know about?
Yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't able to be there. I had a meeting scheduled, but I thought the topic was really cool. I think the conferences should be pretty amazing. It's I think it is cool. I think the sisters locally would like the interface with the ladies at the mosque. Again, towards the end, I heard you say they see the guys out there a lot, with the papers and things of that sort. But I definitely think the ladies around town could benefit from learn something from the sisters as well.
Right. You get a chance to off record, just interaction, just lady to lady. I mean, just so that they feel comfortable and asking those silly questions that somebody might say, but they're not silly at all. But being able to help, just like we do as guys. I mean, we sit down and we just kind of, we have all kinds of discussion with all kinds of people, and but sometimes ladies are a little bit more sensitive about whether or not they are approachable or not, or whether they should approach them. Because I know they felt more comfortable asking me some things, about the ladies within our community, and so that's why I wanted to make sure that the ladies knew that there is some interest, and again, that might even be some occasion they might come out to Columbus State and talk to some of the students out there, and just from their standpoint or their point of view. And I don't know if any that kind of thing. So I just think that then it'll take some of the mythology, I guess, or away. Then they can see people, as they are. Because a lot of times people think that they're going to lose something, as opposed to what they're going to gain by connecting with broader organizations. And what I'm saying. So therefore, once they understand that you're not losing nothing. I mean, you everybody don't grow at the same time, because this sister dressing like this don't mean if you're not ready to do that yet, that don't mean that you have to disconnect. I mean, you still can. It's just like going to college. Everybody in college don't dress the same way, but you got different people in the class. Some ladies might have jeans on, some might have shorts on, some might have dresses on, some might have wraps on their head. So in other words, but they seeking knowledge from the same classroom. So therefore, we're saying is that it's the same thing happening in the world, in the Nation of Islam and everywhere else. I mean, so it's not it's not like you got to join anything. You go sit in the class and just learn. At least you know what the issues are and know what the point of view is. Yeah.
Different being exposed, different schools of thought.
Exactly. As opposed to listen to the news about what people are and who they are. Well, and that's why my thing is that me, I operate like the prophets did. I mean, I'm in all walks of life. I got friends in all walks of life, and that's and again, there's no temptation for me one way or the other. I mean, I'm gonna be who I am, no matter where I am. But I'm going to fellowship to the degree that I want to, but connect up with people, and let them know I'm available, approachable, and I'm available, that kind of thing.
Right. Yeah, building a village.
That's right, building a village. That's right. No doubt about it. So, what's going on out there that you that you want to in a report out there? So you in reporter mode today?
A little bit, yes, sir. We had a.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Oh yeah, so it was an SGA forum meeting and also a meeting for progressive black men as well.
Okay, anything in particular came up that might be worthy?
Well, for the progressive, it was just an interest meeting, so we just kind of let some brothers know about kind of the history of the organization and things like that. for those brothers that were interested. And for the SGA forum, it was just some updates with the university itself. Some, they're doing a lot of construction over here.
Right.
Tearing everything down and building it back up.
Right.
So just a lot of talk about that, kind of where funds are being distributed and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it was generally, I guess, it was for mainly the students active in different organizations. They were just kind of letting us know the changes coming up and kind of what to expect.
Mm-hmm. Well, and of you all, anybody that you all are going to run for in the offices with the SGA, as Progressive Black Men or what have you?
Well, not from Progressive Black Men that I'm aware of, but it was some people actually sworn in today as senators.
Oh, okay. Do y'all vote for them, or do they get appointed, or what?
I think they do voting. Actually, I think they do voting.
Okay, so any student, will you have to register to vote, or can you vote just as a student, or what?
Yeah, I think you can actually just vote as a student, to be honest. If I remember correctly, the way the elections have been in previous semesters, each position, they kind of campaign. And I think I probably missed the campaign in this. I didn't hear anything about it, but I know they usually they run campaigns and then they release the results. And I know definitely for the chair positions and stuff like that. But for senators and whatnot, I think it's similar, similar model.
Mm-hmm. And I just saying, to me, I would think that most of the Afrocentric organizations like fraternities and sororities and Progressive Black Men and et cetera, that they might consider running for some offices, NAACP, having someone from their bodies to be represented, in that SGA body. I mean, that's what we did back in the day. We found out what it was about, so we started running people. Eventually, the Divine Nine actually had someone to be the president of the SGA at Wayne State University at the time, because we all of us together, got behind and got people out to vote and things of that sort. That meant that we were a part of knowing what was happening to the university firsthand, really, because the SGA is, really an integral part of knowing, what's around the corner as far as the university is concerned.
Exactly. Yep.
So just FYI.
You gotta get organized. Right?
That's what, and this is what, and this would be something to organize around. That's my point. That getting, find out when the next seat is up, or how to then organize and identify people and to run for those seats, and that type of thing. So, in the final words from your end, Julian?
I just wanted to check in. I couldn't make it great, but just sending peace and blessings.
All right. Then, of course, I did understand that the city council has voted in a new jail to build a new jail somewhere on Casita, Road somewhere. I don't know exactly where on Casita Road, but it's on Casita Road somewhere. And then
hopefully we can keep it empty.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm trying. They're spending like $500 million, and I wish they would be spending more than $10,000 on saving you. This has been $10,000 on saving you, maybe, and then gonna spend almost $600 million to lock them up. So to lock people up. So I mean, somewhere along the line, we got to get God in the mix, because God has said that the devil is winning. They get putting more money to the devil than they are to God. So but again, we got some work to do. So no doubt. But okay, well, I think we had a pretty good turn to show. I just want to make sure everybody some thoughts and everything. So. What are your Labor Day plans? Y'all labor?
Right. enjoy the day off. Definitely,
okay.
and probably.
I know I'll be working, but I mean y'all enjoy y'all day off.
And, work from the job and to do some more work with the family.
Right. That's work too. No doubt about it. Mm-hmm.
But it should be enjoyed.
Right, no doubt. Okay, so of course, Labor Day is to reconcile again the role of labor, and of course on the national scene, of course, there's been a shootout in Minnesota. I understand. And I'm saying a transgender student that went to a Catholic high school there. I don't know if he's transgender when he went there, but apparently, I don't know. Have you all heard any more on the story as to the motivation for that shooting up there?
No, I just thought it was crazy.
Right. Well, it's all crazy. I mean, it's that's kind of what I've been hearing in the news a little bit, and of course, because that was something happening in Columbus the other day too. I can't remember exactly what it was in the back of my mind. Something that didn't make sense. But we're going to be moving forward. And of course, anyone out there have young people who, as I mentioned before, that want to be in our mentoring program. And of course, they need tutoring, Julian. Do you want to give out your number?
Yes, please. Radix Math and Science Tutoring. We'll be starting the first week of September. Please give me a call if you need any tutoring services, K through college.
Right. So what you need to do, Junior, is do a little Facebook clip and do a little reel or something, and then we can start playing it and pushing it out there. Just letting people know one of those little flyers that you can send around and blast it on out there so that people would know. Because I'm sure their children they're looking for tutors, and I know I've heard the other organizations also, but again, I'm sure there are more children need tutors than there are tutoring organizations. That's for sure. That's for sure. Mm-hmm. And of course, I'd like to say I had a very good domestic violence conference out there. It was in Jekyll Island, but it had a lot of good conference, very good networking. Got some new partners, ships and things of that sort, and just trying to, and then of course our reentry program. We are, if you know anyone out there that has formerly incarcerated, who want to be a part of our reentry program, where we're going to certify them to be youth advocates as a part of reentry work, as well as helping them find jobs and get them a trade and things of that sort. And if you have a juvenile that's in trouble on probation, we're also going to helping them get their GED, get tutoring for them, as well as putting them on a track to get a trade so they don't have to be out there doing crazy stuff. So again, let's give Project Rebound a call as always, 706-221-4830 for any of these services. But we are here. But again, we want to let you know that the reentry, and of course, the fathers who want to get legitimated, mothers who having problems with co-parenting issues, or drama around the children, give us a call. That's what we do. We solve those problems. We build the type of spirit of the sense of family and cooperation that mothers and fathers need to have in order to give the children a chance to be healthy, so that they don't become a victim of this the craziness that we find too often in our communities, in our neighborhoods these days. Okay. All right then, gentlemen. That's pretty much it for me. I just want a few highlights. I don't know of anything else in town going on that people need to know about. But that again, as always, you have something that inquiring minds you think want to know, give us a call. We'd be more than happy to bring you on and have that discussion with you. And if there's something that you don't understand, there's a lot of problems out there. But I guess if you don't want to know the solution, then don't call us. But if you like foolishness, you like drama, you like craziness, but then don't call us, because we're gonna tell you how to fix it. We're gonna show you how to fix it. And in some cases, we might even try to help you fix it. But again, if you don't want no solution, this is the solution. The solution house here. This is what Visions Now is, that we people without knowledge will suffer. And so we want to make sure we have the knowledge for you. And of course, you start off not wanting knowledge, but the people without a vision will surely perish. And we don't want you to perish. So if you want to try to avoid the hellfire, best you can, then we need to come together. And that's what it's all about. Let me see here. There's something that's called the 7 deadly sins. And I ran across today. And I knew about them, but and today, the first deadly sin, and I'm gonna end this is gonna be my last word. You got on your mind?
No, please.
Okay. The first deadly sin is lust. And it says, lust is I want it now. I gotta have it now. But the solution to lust is self-control. Self-control. You don't need more drama. You need deeper desire for what is right. Then that is the best combat, and that's the best medicine for lust. So with that, we just like to say, as always, organize, promote to Shashinda Rusasu Zuri. See you again next week. New Era Observer, Visions Now Flavor, and of course, those are my friends. You know how to do it. Jaylene Hood with the crest and the star.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
All right.
Salam.
Peace, soul, love, with a little sprinkle of power. Good night.
Hey, folks.